So hi guys, you already know it's Dave the Analyst, and today what are we learning? We are learning data management using R programming language. Now, R is a programming tool. It's often referred to as the statistician's secret weapon, right? So I'm going to be showing you how to manage data using R programming language. The flavor of IDE I'm going to be using today is the R Studio. So you know what, just sit back and enjoy the class. Now, talking about data management, for the sake of this video, so that it's not too lengthy, I've written out a script that is going to help us understand this perfectly well. So, we have some function in R that helps you to manage your data properly. For instance, haven't imported your data set or using a manual input of data like we're going to be using in the class, you might not need to call that data set into the global environment, like using the word attach so that you attach it to the environment you can always recall. You can use functions like with so data set perform this task with an R understands that, and it will just do that for you um, quickly, as quick as you want it. So for the purpose of learning in this class, we are going to be creating a data frame, right? Of course, we're going to be creating a data frame, and that data frame will consist of two columns. The first column will carry the marks, and then the second column carry the names of arbitrary students. This is just, yeah, arbitrary names. So this is the code, right? This is the R code to create data frame. You create data frame using the keyword data.frame. So data.frame, and then this is vector number one. You already know when creating vector, you start with small letter C. So this vector number one, and then this vector number two. The first vector is numeric in nature, while the second vector is a string or a character, as the case may be in R. Now, after creating this, I'm just gonna run this. Let me run the first line. I'm just gonna run this so that we see the output. Yep. So you run this, you can see, as you can see below in the console, that runs successfully. So we have our data frame, but we also want to see what the data frame looks like so that we know that is actually doing what we want it to do. So we are going to run print ds, and yes, voila, this is it. This is the column for the marks, and then this is the column for the names. So moving on, like I said, we want to calculate the mean or the average of the marks, right? But I don't want to go through the rigor of saying ds this that, or saying marks and then calculating. I just want it that since I have created my data frame, I've created the data set I will be using, I can just easily tell R that go to this data set, look for this column and calculate the average. As simple as that. And the function that helps you to do that effectively in R is the with function. The with function. So I'm just going to run this. The function, and the argument is normally with, then the name of the data frame, and then the function and the column of interest. So this is with, I'm saying that with this data frame, calculate the mean of marks. So let's run this, and here we go. Here we go, 24.83, as simple as that. So moving on, let me now introduce you to a new data management function called supply, right? A supply, but I call it supply. So what supply does is that it helps you to, it can give you the name, just as I've written it here. It helps you in getting the names of variable and their data types. We all know we have different data types as far as data analysis is concerned. So supply in R helps you to get the name of variables and their data type. How do you use it? Again, you type the function supply and then the data frame of interest, and then you add what you are interested in. What do I need to see from this? I want to see the class. So let's run this and see what output it's going to give to us. Yep. So as you can see here, we have marks. It's telling us that the marks column is a numeric column, which is true, and the names column is a character column. If you are someone that is familiar with Python, if you're a Python programmer, then character data type is the same as a string data type for you. They are the same. Just these are synonyms, right? You can see them as synonyms. Character, string, they are all the same. Text, they are all the same. All right, so moving on, I can also add a comment to my data to say, okay, DS is actually so and so. So in this case, DS is a sample data set now of grading of 6 students. So I'll just add it, say comment on DS that this is a sample data set of the grading of 6 students. It can be anything for you, but again, let's run this. Yeah, it has run successfully. Very soon I will show you how to call upon it, but let's just do it now. I'm gonna add a new line and say we need the attributes. There's a function in R called attributes. We need the attributes, sorry, of this data frame we have created. And if we run this line of code, you're going to see something like this. It gives you all the attributes. We have names. Look at the names of the columns. Their marks and names. What is the class of this data frame? What are the row names? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is correct. And then now the comments. It's saying that this is a sample, sample data set of the grading of 6 students. So if I don't know anything about this data set or data frame, with this comment I have an understanding, and then I know how to align my focus on what to do as a data analyst, or as the analysis we call. Then the next thing we are going to be doing is we are going to be utilizing dplyr for some kind of data manipulation in this our data management. So first thing to do is you call on the library dplyr. If you don't have it, you have to install it using the keyword install.packages and then dplyr in bracket. So but I have it, I'm just going to run it. So running it, yep, it has been loaded successfully. So after loading it, what I want to do first is that I want to add a new column, right? I want to add a new column, and that new column is just going to carry the average mark of all the grades of these students, the average mark of all the grade of this student. So this is how to do it. I'm going to call on my data frame ds, and then I'm going to use a keyword or a function in dplyr that says mutate. From the word mutate, you want to change something, you want to alter it. Again, for those that are familiar with SQL, it's like saying alter, using the alter statement. So we want to mutate this particular data frame, and then I'm going to say mutate this data frame, and then this is the name of the new column I'm interested in. It can be anything for you, but I'm just going to name it avrg because it's the average, and then I use the keyword mean of marks. So let's just run this. When we run this, bap. So we want to know if this has actually worked. And to know that, we are just going to print our data frame. As you can see, it worked. Initially we only had marks and names. Now we have marks, names, and avrg, right? And then we can also do something. What if I have a name, but I want to rename the name of some columns? I want to change marks I want to change from marks to grade, and then from names to students, so that it makes more sense, since the data set is talking about the grading of students. So how do we do it? We also have another keyword or function in same dplyr called rename. So just like we did in the case of mutate, we are going to say ds, and then we'll call the keyword rename. Then we states the data frame of interest again. This is DS, and then now the new name. This is the new name, grade, and this is what is replacing, marks. This is the new name. This is what is replacing. So when I run this line of code, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens to our data set by printing this. Yeah, it works. So as you can see, comparing the two data sets, here it was marks, it has changed to grade here. Here it was names, it has changed to student here, and here is average. Here it was average, we did nothing about it, and then it returned that same name. So for more update and tip, just follow for more. And in the next video, I'm going to be teaching you how to manipulate and manage larger data sets. This is just the introductory part. Stay close, stick around, and learn more. Remember, is Dave the Analyst. Follow, like and follow. Thank you. See you